Today, I have the opportunity to welcome New York State Governor Andrew M. Cuomo to swear in Anna Kaplan as State Senator. Governor Cuomo, who was recently inaugurated for his third term, is our great friend and a champion for Long Island. Yeah, let's do it for that. He understands the challenges we face and is working with us to build a better, safer future for all. From rebuilding our infrastructure to fighting for our progressive ideals, to taking action to lower our taxes. He has delivered for Long Island and for all New Yorkers. And especially now with the support of new leaders like Senator Kaplan, I can't wait to see what more he will achieve in this next term. Just last week, Governor Cuomo described our nation's Statue of Liberty as an enduring symbol of America's core values of hope and opportunity. But I'd like to say that we could also describe him with those very same words. So it is my great pleasure to introduce today, please join me in welcoming the 56th Governor of our great state of New York, Andrew Cuomo.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. How exciting is today? Boy, you had some long program. Is there anyone in this room who has not spoken yet? Just you. First, let's begin with a big round of applause for the person of the day, the person of honor, Anna Kaplan, Senator Anna Kaplan. To all my elected colleagues, they'll excuse me if I don't mention them by name, but the list would take another 20 minutes. I do want to point out a person who was extraordinarily instrumental in this campaign and really made a difference, and that is Jay Jacobs, who's a great county chair, and we want to thank him. Also, I want to point out something that Anna said that caught my ear one of the first times I spoke to her about running. She said, I have to check with my family. And that was right, because Anna has been in elected office. And you learn very quickly when you're in elected office that politics is a family affair. When you are in elected office, it involves your entire family. It takes time from them. It's a burden on them. You're in the house less. You attend fewer family events. I learned the hard way. My father was in politics for a long, long time. I'm from a different generation. He didn't ask when the family if he was going to get involved in politics. He just said, I'm running. You're putting up posters. Don't ask any questions. But Anna said she had to talk to her family, and she's right. And this is a family affair. And we want to thank Darren and Taylor and Sarah for your contribution and for you doing this. Thank you very much. Just a couple of quick points. I'm very excited about Anna. She is going to be fantastic because she has the combination. The combination is the head and the heart. She's experienced. She knows her district, she knows the people, she knows what needs to be done, and the heart. She's in it for all the right reasons, because she believes, she has the right motivation, she wants to make a difference. She is going to be a superstar. Second, Judy Bosworth was exactly right. I now feel liberated with a Democratic Senate, We were already the most progressive state in the United States of America, but you ain't seen nothing yet with the Democratic Senate. We are going to get right to work. We're going to protect a woman's right to choose with the Reproductive Health Act, Contraceptive Care Act. We're going to pass the red flag bill because this is insanity, the gun violence that's going on. We're going to make it possible to actually vote without jumping through hoops and have a real democracy agenda. Next point, I've heard the Republicans' propaganda. It is all baloney, as we used to say in the old neighborhood. Actually, we didn't say baloney, but this Long Island delegation is going to represent Long Island. And Anna Kaplan and every Long Island senator is going to be able to come to this microphone 2 years from today and say there is no Senate administration that has done more for Long Island than what they're going to do, period. This is all garbage that the Long Island delegation is going to get sucked in by the New York City delegation and they're not going to fight for Long Island. These are some tough people. Anna is tough. I mean, nice, but tough. A nice tough. I don't mean to say a tough, you know, but a nice tough. No one is going to roll over Anna Kaplan. She's going to serve the people of Long Island. We're going to fight for lower taxes. We're going to fight for a property tax cap, which is crushing people on Long Island. We're going to do more for the environment. We're going to expand the Long Island Railroad. We're going to do more in economic development for Long Island than the state of New York has ever done. That's what she's going to say. And my last point is this. Judy mentioned it quickly. I was sworn in at Ellis Island a few days ago. Ellis Island is a peculiar place for the governor of New York to be sworn in, especially since it's technically in New Jersey, but put that aside. I wanted to make a point on Ellis Island, and Ellis Island was the point that at this time with this federal government that is so hateful and so divisive and is trying to divide and conquer. That's all this is. This is divide and conquer. It's not a new strategy. It's not a novel strategy. As a matter of fact, it's an old and ugly strategy. But they're going right to the core of who we are. When they try to differentiate between old immigrants, new immigrants, black, white, gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, Jewish, they are going right at our essence. And they're trying to take our gift, which is our diversity, and our greatest strength, and they're trying to make it a weakness. We are not going to let them do that in New York. We are all immigrants, and we are all one. And Anna Kaplan is a beautiful model of the American dream and the American success story. That's what immigration is all about, bringing in new talent that raises us all. And Anna Kaplan raises us all. Let's swear her in. Thank you. Now, this is very important, the positioning, you know. If the positioning is wrong, the oath is not valid. So be careful. My swearing in my daughter was in the wrong place. I don't even know that I'm the governor. Are we ready? Okay. I state your name.
I, Anna Monahemi Kaplan,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully
and that I will faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office of State Senator
of the office of State Senator
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Beautiful. Congratulations.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. I really want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for coming and joining me in this milestone in my life. By now, many of you have heard my story. I came to this country as a hopeful 13-year-old girl in search of a better life. I took a chance on the American dream, not knowing what the future will hold. I stand here before you today, humbled and grateful to tell you that the American dream still works in New York. My story is not unique. The promise of our great nation is that anyone can succeed if they are given opportunity, if they are given a voice. And that is why I ran for this office, to give a voice to those in our district who have been ignored for far too long. I ran for this office to voice the single mother who sends her kids to public school each morning and works 2 jobs to pay the taxes on their modest home. I ran for this office to give a voice to the small business owner who has seen the decline in his downtown but isn't giving up on his community. I ran for this office to give a voice to the young woman who has a right to make decisions about her reproductive health and should not have to worry about the government interfering with her personal choice. I ran for this office to give a voice to the student who is tired of hearing excuses about why we can't pass sensible gun control legislation. And just wants to know that their school is safe. For too many years, their voices and yours have not been heard in Albany. Too many common sense issues have been pushed aside. too many excuses have been made. That ends today. I'm getting to work on these issues that unite us to make sure all your voices are being heard in Albany and to make sure we get our fair share so that the next young girl who comes here in search of her American dream has the same opportunities that I had. I also want to take this time to thank Sabi, my right hand, Tess, Mikhail, Matt, Kletchy, Michael, Sophia, Betsy, all the people in labor, the political leaders, the electeds who have given me their support, and all the grassroots organizers. And last but not least, my wonderful husband, Darren. For making all of this possible. This is your win. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. And now, let's get to start to work. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. And I want to thank all the senators, all my new colleagues for joining me today here. Looking really forward to working with every single one of you. Thank you.